opened the door to MayQueen+Nyan² maid cafe. Two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles.
ああ、オカリンだ。
One of them is Mayuri. But here, she's called MayQueen+Nyan². Since she works here, I stop by twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe.
おかりん、おかえりなさいませ。
After bowling again, Mayuri gasped as if she thought of something.
ねえねえ、オカリン、マユシーは今気づいたんだけどね。オカリンとおかえりって似てるね。
Whatever.
今日もよく来たにゃん。ゆっくりしていってね。
The other maid who came to greet me, Steins, professional name, of course, kissed me with her trademark combo attack of cute, cat-like gestures. My eyes above my ears, what it is you're fighting against. But she just laughed and vanished. What should I do? I want to talk to him. She's MayQueen+Nyan²'s most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks next to the younger.
ダルニャンも来てるにゃん。待ちぼうけしてるにゃん。
Daru frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Ferris. He often reads her public blog while muttering, "Ferris, you're so cute, Ferris," to himself. He's got her real bad. I keep telling him to choose between either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me.
今日も期間打倒のための極秘会議かにゃ。
ああ、そんなところだ。
フェイリスも混ぜてほしいにゃ。
やめておけ。猫耳メイドが太刀打ちできるほど期間は甘くない。
そんなことないにゃ。フェイリスにはあの非容疑があるのにゃ。きっとお役に立てるにゃ。
何？あの非奥義、ついに得得したのか。
そうにゃ。嫌なコーチでの修行に耐え抜き、師匠の死も乗り越えて、フェイリスはついに手に入れたのにゃ。
What mentor? Ferris was my true name. You don't need to kill me. I've also told her all about the organization. And now she's more into it than I am. She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, it's the first time I've heard of this secret technique or whatever it is.
だから今日も約束通りフェイリスも精霊会議に参加させてほしいにゃ。
She's not letting it go. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her.
お前、サンクチュアリに行くというのか。ダメだ。いくら非奥義を得得したとはいえ、あの場所はお前にはまだ早すぎる。
そんな約束したにゃ。にゃのにヒョウマは裏切るっていうのかにゃ。それにあの場所にはフェイリスのお兄ちゃんが。
Since when do you have a brother? What the hell is this spirit conference anyway? Ferris looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative. leave me with nothing to do but listen to her spout delusions. I mean, come on, you can only take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris has only delusions and made-up backstory. I always have to play along. That's why I feel like I can never best her.
なんかわからないけど、マユシーもサンクチュアリっていうところに行きたいな。
Great. Look who's joining. It's just going to get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now.
来なくていい。この話はもう終わりだ。
今日はだけずるいにゃ。そうだよ。マユシーもフェリスちゃんもダメなんてね。オカリンは冷たいと思うのです。
フェリスとは誰だ？
フェリスちゃんはフェリスちゃんだよ。
Mayuri and Ferris look at each other and smile. Is she talking about this Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought.
あのね、マユシーは言いにくいからフェリスちゃんって短くしてるんだ。
なんだ、そういうことか。
なんだか女学院みたいで、それも悪くないにゃ。
Okay then, moving on.
いいからさっさと案内してくれ。俺はいつまでここに立っていればいいんだ。
ごめんなさいにゃ。ご主人様、ご案内にゃ。マユシ、ご案内よろしくにゃんにゃ。任せてにゃんにゃ。
You hadn't noticed the cat-eared maids here at MayQueen are required to add cat sounds, Nyans, to their words with some frequency. Mayuri takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently, Mayushi Nyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. Probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect of having her customers, and that's why she's second to Ferris in popularity at this maid cafe. She guides me to Daru's table. The tables are about 60% full. Among Akiba's maid cafes, MayQueen popularity is solid, but not booming. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and Nyan dialect make it less accessible to low-level otaku first-timers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maids 2 times more. Those two viewpoints clash. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least that's what Daru says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses.
ダルくん、オカリンが来たにゃ。
遅すぎでしょマジで。
Daru sits in front of me, but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason.
それで今フェイリスタンと何を話していたか詳しく
聞きたいのか？どうせダルには理解できない話だと思うが。
Hell, even I didn't get most of it.
ああ、そっち系の話か。フェイリスタンとオカリンの会話は普通のオタじゃついていけない領域に達してるよな。オーラみたいなものが出てるっつうの？ たりだけの固有結界張りやがって。許さない、絶対にだ。
フェリスちゃんもオカリンのこと気に入ってるみたいだにゃ。お店の子、お店に来るご主人様たちみんな含めてフェリスちゃんのお話についていけるのはね、オカリンだけだもんにゃ。
I'm not even close to keeping up with her.
そんなオカリンに嫉妬。なんという勝ち組。
嘘で塗り固めた女になど興味はない。
今日のお前が言うなすれはここですか。
黙れ浮気野郎めが。二次元の嫁が泣いているぞ。
ぐはー、痛いところ疲れたっす。
Daryl theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table.
で、ご主人様、ご注文はお決まりですかにゃ。
オムライス、それとホットコーヒー、ブラックで。
かしこまりましにゃんにゃん。
After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way toward the counter as if swimming between the rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip.
で、僕になんか用事だった？
Daryl asks without getting up from the table. That's right. In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Kegro, I almost forgot my original objective.
あと1時間ぐらいしたらラボに行くつもりだったんだけど。
内密で緊急の話があるのだ。
I kneel on the table and scan the area without moving.
ジョン・タイターは知っている。
ジョン・タイター？誰？
アメリカに10年ほど前に現れた自称未来人だ。お前とは以前こいつの話題をしたはずだぞ。
またオカリンのいつもの設定？
設定とか言うな。俺が話すことは全て真実だ。
ああ、めんどくせえ。じゃあ付き合ってやるけどさ、そのタイターってやつが未来人だっていうソースは？
待て、なんでそんな初耳のような言い方をする？
事実初耳だから。
忘れたわけではなく？
自信はないけど。
日本でもそいつに関する本が出ている。
その本を見せてくれたら思い出せるかも。
本当に何も知らないのか？
人の記憶力なんて結構曖昧なもんしょ。デジタルと違ってさ。
This is wrong. I remember talking to Daryl about John Tatter back in high school. It was only idle talk, so it's possible that Daryl forgot about it. Daryl is quite the internet addict, but the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee Daryl looked up info on John Tatter. If he had, I doubt we would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken, or everyone else's?
だったら IBN5100 については？
へえ、オカリンがそんな PC を知ってるなんてね。やるじゃん。
知っているんだな。
IBN が1975年に発売したモデルっしょ。
Right, that's what John Tatter said on the ad channel. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBM 5100, then leaped to 1998.
どんな PC なんだ？
値段高すぎの PC だな。黎明期だったからすげえ高くて、個人には手が出せなかったらしい。IBN の独自技術が詰まった、その当時にしては結構優秀な PC だったんだけどね。IBN は6年後の1981年に IBN-PC っていう大ヒットシリーズを発売してて、そっちの方が有名なわけ。つうか僕も IBN5100 の知識はネットのウィキを見たことがあるぐらいだぞ。
それが現在の秋葉にあるという都市伝説を聞いたことは？
おうおう、あるある。1ヶ月前ぐらいにネットで話題になったな。で、その噂を聞きつけたアットちゃんの有志が秋葉中のショップを探して回ったんだよ。フレパラのフレンドにゲジネって人がいるんだけど、その人が中心になってね。あの疾風陣雷のナイトハルトまで出張ってきたらしいけど、結局見つからなかったんだって。
じゃあ都市伝説はデマだったということか。
さあ知らねえ。秋葉にはアンダーグラウンドなショップがたくさんあるし、案外どっかの怪しいショップにひょっこり転がっててもおかしくないんじゃね？
ふむ、なるほど。
My phone suddenly starts vibrating. Shining finger, Okabe-san. I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu, who I got. I'm a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time at Arc Rewrite. Sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akihabara for work. And you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, LMAO. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I'm using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it, so don't worry. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking you like this, Okabe-san, but it would be super great if you could ask your friend, Super Hacker, about the IBM 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is the picture that I showed you. I'll attach the image. Be absolutely, positively sure to reply, okay? I'll be waiting, and if you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your friend Super Hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye. Oh, come on. What's with this mail? Disregarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met from in front of Radicon? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have a split personalities or something? Well, we got some info about the 5100 from IBM. I guess I should have. I guess we give her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, won't it come off as clingy and desperate? I, Hyonian Kyoma, will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which one of us is the superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness.
待たせたな、ダル。それで一つだけ確認したいんだが。
Scan the area with my eyes once more. Then I lean in close.
IBN5100 は世界滅亡の引き金になるアイテムなんだな。
なんでだよ。引き金にはならないし、世界滅亡もしないっつの。
にゃに？世界滅亡しちゃうのかにゃ
Ferris brings my omelet rolls. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced on one hand. True feline agility. Despite her Nyan² nonsense, Ferris is a consummate professional.
ご主人様、お待たせしましたにゃんにゃ。オムライスにゃん。
The cat girl puts the omelet rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. She uses it to write "The world is doomed" in red letters upon the omelet's blank yellow canvas.
世界滅亡前に うぞ召し上がれ。
おお、世界がやばい、きたー。フェイリスタンの丸文字の可愛さに僕もやばい。
It appears the cuteness has shattered Daru's sanity. The gift note that says calm down, but to no avail. Smooth out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon, erasing the ketchup words.
ああ、もったいない。
I'm going to eat it either way.
ダルニャンダルニャン、フェイリス杯の件考えてくれたかにゃ。
ああ、もちろん。僕も参加します。
フェイリス杯？なんだそれは。
Take a mouthful of almond.
次の日曜日にこの店でライネットの大会をやるのにゃ。
Sarah starts dancing in place. At first, she not jump around like that when people are eating nearby.
フェイリスはその幹事である実行委員長、つまり言い出しっぺなのにゃ。よかったら今日も参加するにゃ。参加費はドリンク込みで1000円。フェイリスに勝てた人には商品として手作り料理を振る舞うにゃ。
無理無理。オカリンはライネットには詳しくないんだ。
にゃー、面白いのに。
いいんだ、俺は。
Stop shoving the almond rice into my mouth. Then I deliver a melancholy sigh.
ライネット、アクセスバトラーズか。その名を聞くたびにチャンピオンだったあいつのことを思い出す。俺からもう2年になるのか。いや、なんでもない。今のは忘れてくれ。
にゃにゃ、すっごく思わせぶりな態度だったのにゃ。あいつって誰にゃ。
多分存在しないんじゃね。ライネットって公式大会が始まったのは1年前ぐらいだし。
今日もあの人のことまだ忘れられないのかにゃ。
は
確かにあの頃、あの人フェイリスのお兄ちゃんとキョウマはとっても仲が良くて、フェイリスも嫉妬しちゃうぐらいだったにゃ。
And took my story and ran with it again. I never even said anything about him being in love. Hell, I don't even know if Ferris even asked me. I shouldn't have talked about stuff like this in front of Ferris.
でもいい加減思い出にばかりすがるのはやめるにゃ。
Her shout resounds throughout the store. Her finger snaps at me.
フェイリスは辛くても辛いからこそお兄ちゃんの意志を継いでライネッターになったんだにゃ。覚えてるかにゃ。お兄ちゃんがいつも言ってた言葉、いつかライネットで世界に平和をもたらそうって。
フェイリス、コーヒー持ってきて。
にゃにゃ。
I present my empty plate to Ferris. I always eat quickly. It's a habit I've picked up naturally during my years in the organization. Screw the slow food trend.
かしこまりましたにゃ。少々お待ちください。
Ferris takes the dish and heads up back to the counter. Whew. If I'd left things going as they were, I would have had to play along with our delusions for another 10 minutes.
フェイリスタンは知る人ぞ知る実力派ライネッターなんだぜ。
Daru explains with a wry smile.
非公式の野良試合では400戦無敗なのさ。
ヒクソンかよ。
Daru ignores my perfect retort.
フェイリスタンが公式大会に出ないのが残念だよ。出れば優勝間違いなしなのに。
なんで出ないんだ。
この店のご主人様たちを第一に考えてるってことっしょ。店に迷惑をかけてまで大会には出ないってスタンス、メイドの鏡だろマジで。それにマユシと同い年だから学校も行かなきゃいけないだろうし。
店に迷惑かけないと言っておきながらベイリス杯なるものを店で開くのか。
細けいことはいいんだよ。とりあえずフェイリスタンは可愛い、可愛いは正義、猫耳ロリメイドはけしからん、性的な意味で。それでいいだろう。
お前は結局2次元派なのか3次元派なのかどちらなのだ。
あえて言おう、倍であると。
いろいろとフリーダムだなダルは。
よく言われます。さあせん。
Power usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Mo and Ferris. I wish he were this passionate about our experiments. I had to pull Dara away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find a hotter than sauna now. Ferris says you're more perceptive than I thought, yeah. So now you understand what's at stake. The red Southern Cross will soon hatch, yeah. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for... I can say no more. What are you talking about? Will you get testing me with this monster? There's the original motion. Quickly open the window, letting a small breeze blow. It won't be enough. Switch our fans to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. I turn on the computer. This is our piece of communal use lab. Still has an old CRT monitor, so looks ancient. But don't let this looks deceive you. Our computer whiz Daru scrounged up some parts and made mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time with it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratories homepage, check my email, visit news sites, and browse channels. I wonder if the new platter is still posted. Did everyone remember my time machine that isn't fine? I'm saying that this reproduce to current technology. Current critical components will take us into the CERN against M2034. Time travel works with altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it using the twin paradox, but that alone isn't enough to reverse time. Still your figure you're on away. So your power is gravity control? Okay. Still not enough for top tier power. The twin paradox. Is that like the Hiroshima effect? That's just slowing time down, not reversing it? Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices. It uses tubular cylinders and curved black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago. And your time machine is a 1970s Chevy. I know all of it. Oh gosh, discussing Tony's stuff. The twin paradox and the Hiroshima effect are still different things. Time travel. John Titor. Chevy's an American car, right? I really go with the German like BMW. My tubular cylinder referring to the flow machine. Flow what? First cylinder would have to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilos long, and have a mass equal to the sun at revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine. How do you fit that into a Chevy? Even if you could, the time machine can't travel farther back then. Time than the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. This channel is not your blog. I'm a team from Titor. This is a surprise. Does this mean people at this stage already know about my time machine? by generating a pair of first black holes. In Japanese, please. Tyler came back 2 years ago. Source? WTF for black holes. Explain using Booby's old erotic one. I'll pay 1,000 yen to ride your time machine. Not a yen more. Source is Hyo-san's delusions. Real deal. He didn't deny LOL. All aboard Hyonin's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. For black hole time travel is theoretically possible, but 1. How do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you would until final spinning after that's ridiculous. 2. How do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand the pressure. Other short explanation. You stupid? Gonna die? Still no stock price. This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Tyler was 15 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search the usable source. I don't believe me. His Chevy has a gravity distortion. That's what he said 10 years ago. Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered Steins' design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First need to produce microsingularity, then inject electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. Not a specialist, but can I explain the mechanics of the circuit? Let me just say that curved black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with the black hole creation. TLDR, STFU. Unstable, sounds dangerous. Oh, Tyler's black holes are gonna swallow the earth. He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to wipe out the entire human race. Find his parents before it's too late. How do you set the destination? The earth is constantly moving, or did you not know that? By the way, I propose that Tyler equals Hunin's theory. I set the destination on the VGL system. That's a variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity of the destination and locking the Tipler sine wave onto that location. By locking onto Earth's gravity, it ensures that I don't end up floating in space. It uses 4 cesium clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible. You only needs to shut up. LOL. I have never heard of Tyler from 10 years ago. So the universe is in deep Tyler shit. The same information was in the Tyler's book. All you've done now is post 10-year-old copy possible. Anyone could do that. How do I know you're the real Tyler? John Tom Somo, May who I recognize different opinions. I'm feeling more and more disappointed. Still nothing concrete. Nice try. I guess I won't be fooled. Whoa, I shouldn't waste all day on the channel. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave. We haven't experimented with this since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Earlier, I asked Dara to connect the phone wave to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now he's about to do the quick wire work in the development room.
なあ、ダル。なぜペケロッパなのだ？
Okay, I'm gonna be stopping here for today. Thank you for watching.